So I just wanted to speak briefly about a film that I had screened back in May. This was the, excuse me, this was the 2014 film The Den. This film actually, to my understanding, is a Russian film. It has a 2013 Russian release and a 2014 US release. And this is definitely one of the more interesting found footage type films I have seen. I'm generally not a fan of the found footage genre, but I definitely love the way that this film was done, and I also believe it to be a social commentary on how people are so connected to the media and how much they just really depend on it to a degree. This is pretty much a film which centers around a young woman writing a thesis based on her observations from a chat roulette site, which I also believe is a type of social networking which began in Russia as well, and I believe this type of site was originally created by a Russian high school student, which is very awesome, but slightly getting off topic, sorry. So this type of site, the way it works is it randomly pairs two people together. They can either video chat or do the text type chat. What to me makes this very interesting and unique, like I said, it is a found footage film, so a lot of what you see is done through webcam. You do observe the characters, but the lead character on occasion does carry around her phone. She has obviously a lot of FaceTime type conversations or chats, as well as web chats with her own boyfriend or family members, friends, etc. So she is extremely media connected, and in my opinion, this is not very uncommon in this day and age. Someone is always connected to something, doing something online. There really is no sense in lying about it. If you were to deny that, you wouldn't be sitting there watching this video. I wouldn't be sitting here recording this video. So, yes, I think people are definitely a lot more connected than they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I think it's the fact that everyone seems to feel the need to share and broadcast everything that they're doing, and this seems to be what this young lady is studying or reporting on. She's also very much part of that. So she eventually does run across a very strange video. It doesn't seem, a chat person rather, it doesn't seem to have the moving picture format. It's just a still image. At first she assumes that something is wrong with the person's webcam. They also claim that they're having microphone issues, so they are just chatting, or she's chatting at a still image. The image eventually does disappear, and she gets rouletted onto the next person to conversate with on the site. Roughly about a few weeks later, she does run across that same picture image. She eventually is shown a video footage of the young lady in the photo being tortured and murdered. Eventually, at some point, I guess, does try to investigate, report this. It's written off as being a hoax, and she continues to go about her life. This one person with that screen name does continue to pursue her, and it isn't long before other things began happening around her home. The person that she was doing the web study for receives an obscene video because apparently she, at one point in the film, happens to be getting frisky in front of her computer. The computer was off, but somehow I suppose someone had found a back way into her own network and was using that against her. They recorded an obscene video and sent it off to her colleagues. This gets her kicked off of the project, but by this point in time she's actually too deep into what's going on. Eventually, at one point in time, her boyfriend is killed and she is still internet chatting with someone, so she assumes he is still around. The sister is also killed. So the lead character is eventually taken hostage, taken to a strange facility, and my understanding is it's sort of a snuff site that she has been recruited for. People pay a subscription to watch a video of someone either being tortured or murdered, and it's not necessarily a unique concept, but I love the way that they worked it in. The fact that she was being watched, she was being targeted, and I would definitely agree a chat roulette type site is definitely a very dangerous place to be, not only for young people, but adults as well, because there's all kinds of crazy that you can just run into. Obviously, it's not as monitored or censored. To my understanding, the way those sites work is once you have had 3 reports made against you, you're just penalized by being pushed off of the site for about 45 minutes, and then you can just come back and resume doing whatever it was that you were doing. I can definitely see the danger in that, and this obviously takes it a step further, but it really, in my opinion, isn't much different from Hostel. People are targeted and recruited for a certain purpose, and like I said, I do feel it is a social commentary, just commenting on how connected people are, yet extremely disconnected. And just the fact that, you know, the whole instant gratification, you can go on the internet, find whatever it is that you want, you can pay a subscription, you can watch whatever it is that you want. And I don't know, I just find it extremely interesting. It's definitely one of those topics I can just ramble on about forever, but I will go ahead and stop there. I would definitely love to share thoughts with you guys, and I will talk to you later.